Clubhouse shenanigans down there. That's why I shouted him out. He definitely got it.
And Clubhouse shenanigans is in the. Hold on, one mic. Clubhouse shenanigans is in the room, so this is going on YouTube. Man.
Wait, what?
The paperwork say the nigga took the stand. But nevertheless, we got Moses Malone Jr. in here. And he been trying to wake this up for quite some time. He been having a journey. A lot of shit he been listening to us for years and a lot of things that people been questioning that he didn't had personal dealings with that he know to be true, know to be real. And I'm gonna turn it over to Moses, let you know who he is, and let him start with his journey. Like a few of y'all, we read the initial paperwork yesterday. Moses is a civilian. He's not from the streets. This is Moses Malone Jr., the son of the basketball player Moses Malone. All right, so Moses Malone, you can speak. You all mute, and let everybody know who you are and shit. We gonna start the conversation.
Yo, you can hear me, Wack?
Yup, we hear you.
Yeah, man. First off, man, listening to Blunt, I'm just gonna tell you, this dude has to be the funniest dude ever. Why this guy didn't ask him if he got on the stand to sign the affidavit? That's what I want to know. First off, okay. Second of all, I personally know Blunt. Okay, so I think like I explained to Wack, in 2016, uh, Blunt's doing 35 years because he went on a crash test dummy mission for James Harden. All right. So in 2016, June 24th, June 23rd, around that time, James Harden was having a basketball camp. Okay. Well, he was charging kids $3.99 or something like that for 2 days. And there was parents that were from the, underprivileged parents. Because my dad, he would always take care of the underprivileged kids for basketball camps and stuff. He has a gym downtown Houston. It's called the Fondy Recreational Center. It's probably one of the most iconic basketball places where all type of legends have been, from Clyde Drexler, Hakeem Olajuwon, John Lucas. You can go down the line. They have a Hall of Fame in there. This is like pretty much the Rucker Park of the South. Okay. So what they would do every summer, every guy that would come in the city, from Steve Francis, Tracy McGrady, whoever was the star, they would always come do camps for the underprivileged kids at this place, the Fondy Recreation Center. So all I did was make a Facebook post. I said, hey, James Harden, don't you make wooty woo? You make so much money. Why are you charging these kids to do a camp? And I called the nigga Hollywood. All right. Literally 10, 15 minutes later, I get a text message that says, yo, fuck nigga, you on social media talking shit. We gonna pull up and see what the fuck you talking about, nigga. So I text back, and then the next text says, you know who that is. Well, James was texting me from a bitch phone. This girl named Molo. One of his girls for him and shit like that. That's a whole nother story. But the girl texted me, who was this? Who was this, or whatever the case is. Who she says, you know who that is, basically referring that James Harden sent the text message from the phone. So I just say pretty much, am I supposed to be scared? Next day go by, I get a call from my security guard, and the nigga's like, yo man, this nigga James Harden's mad as shit. He tripping. Like, he tripping. Like, you need to talk. I told that nigga to talk, calm down, wooty woo. James' bodyguard is telling my bodyguard, man, I don't know what these niggas gonna do, but just tell Moses to stay safe. So later on that night, this little nigga named DJ Eric sends me a text message, and this is the DJ at this club, V Live. I think I told Wack about it. Anybody know about V Live? That was the number one club in the city of Houston and probably in the nation at that time. Right? I think everybody heard of V Live. So the DJ texted me asking me, yo, you coming out tonight, wooty woo? I said, no, nigga, I'm not coming out. Why is he asking me to come out? That nigga's never invited me to come out anywhere before in my life. So I kind of knew something was up. So the next day, this is the day it happened, June 25th, on Friday. On Friday, me and my boys in the club, and these niggas that I know that rock with this club and rock with these niggas keeps coming up to me and my man like, man, where y'all going afterwards? Where y'all going afterwards? Where y'all going afterwards? So I'm looking like, damn, why these niggas keep asking us where we going? But we already know there's kind of little smoke in the street, so we like, why do you niggas keep asking? Now remember, I go to V Live all the time. DC 7 Up will tell niggas, and he has told them a million times that Moses Malone's one of the best customers that come in here. And I don't know if everybody knows who DC is, but DC's big in the strip club game around the nation. That I think Wack know him. He like a promoter slash shit like that.
He's the
So
one sued Blueface for $13 million in Vegas. Same
yeah,
guy. Keep moving.
yeah. So make a long story short, I said, man, we gonna go to V Live. So my boy looked at me. He's like, man, you gonna go? I was like, yeah, let's go. So we pull up to the club. I have my own parking spot at the front of the club. Pull up, back in. I get out the club, pay the valet. By the time I turn around, it's literally 12 to 15 niggas with blunt walking in the front with the mean mug, right? All these niggas, blunt gets in my face, and all these niggas circle me, and they all pull guns out. And I ain't talking about, they ain't had no little bullshit 9mm, and niggas had the drums, barrels, AKs, whatever. For me, no lie. Put this on my pop's grave. Straight cheese, straight up. That's how they came. And the first thing this nigga Blunt says, yeah, you on social media talking shit about James Harden. And I looked at the nigga like, are you serious, Blunt? Yeah, you ain't gonna be talking about James Harden. And I look to the left, and I see his boy, DJ Eric, the same nigga that was asking me to come out the night before. He's over there to the right, recording the shit. He recording the shit. So I was like, oh, these niggas set me up. The nigga keeps talking. He's like, yeah, Blunt's like, I was like, man, go get James Harden, man. Let me talk to that man. He don't want to talk to you. Yeah, but you a bitch. You gonna end up dead out here. You playing, you gonna end up dead out here. And I looked at him, because Blunt is 5'8", 300 pounds. This nigga he probably could not run 2 steps on a fucking treadmill before he fainted. I'm 6'5", every bit of 250. I'll beat the brakes off Blunt's ass. But how am I gonna fight when there's niggas with guns drawn on me? Because trust me, if anybody knows me, regardless of my character, I'm down to get down with a fight. Nigga, I ain't never back down. Matter of fact, I fought more than most people just because my name is Moses Malone. That's what people don't understand out here in the streets. They think just because you grew up with a name, or you live this silver spoon life, or whatever the case is, they think shit's easy out here. No, you're going to come across a whole bunch of jealousy when it comes to bitches, money, lifestyle, everything. Nigga can say whatever, but I can only keep it real. That's the truth. They gonna hate you just because your pops is somebody. So these niggas automatically, Blunt. I look at Blunt when he's saying that shit, and I look at everybody with the guns, and I looked at that nigga, kind of smirked at him, and then he goes, "Get him!" Them niggas start doing their thing, rip my earrings out my ear, nigga pistol with me, niggas jump me about 5-6 niggas, take my jewelry off, my $50,000 worth of jewelry I had on me. I don't wear big jewelry. I wear like David Yurman, shit like that. Rolex watch, shit like that. Earrings was 5-10, like shit like that. Nothing big, nothing that is gonna make a nigga say, oh my God, let me take this nigga shit. It's not what happened. So when them niggas is doing their thing, them niggas go back into the club after they done. Blunt talking shit all the way up to the top. Yeah, get that nigga out of here. This my club. He acting like he owned V Live. So the bodyguard nigga with me, which a lot of people gave this nigga a lot of hell because they say, man, why ain't he do nothing if he's your bodyguard? Well, how's your bodyguard gonna do something when there's 10, 15 guns on you and it's 2 niggas with 15 people? Just for me, Moses Malone's son. Not Scarface. Not nobody like that. I've never claimed no streets. I've never claimed that I'm a street nigga. All I do is go out, fuck with the bitches. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the bitches. I go out fuck with the hoes. I mind my business. I'm not no flashy nigga. All that. I just used to like going to the club, spend my bread, and go home. I'm in there for the hoes. I ain't in there for no niggas. So, the security niggas telling me, man, go home, Mo. Go home. I'm like, nah, I don't got my keys. I said, niggas got my keys and my phone. I said, get my keys. So he goes, somebody comes out the backside door, V Live, like that was security or something, and nigga hands me my keys, my wallet, not my wallet, my ID, and my credit card. That's what he handled. So the nigga's like, man, go home. So I go up to the front where the security guards is in the front. And I go tell them niggas, I tell my bodyguard, I say, go back inside and follow them niggas. The niggas that went inside, go in there and follow them. So they dumbasses let this nigga back in the club. So they let the nigga back in the club. The next minute, I go up to the security niggas. I'm like, hey, y'all better go inside and go get my shit. And one of the security niggas looked at me and said, V Live's gonna open with or without you. And so I said, oh, okay, bet. I got on the phone. I called somebody high up in the social ladder up in Houston. They told me to call 911 and they was gonna send every unit in Houston to V Live. I called 911, did my thing with them, told them what happened. In literally 5 minutes, there was about 90 cop cars outside. Niggas will tell you that you couldn't go up and down the street on Richmond Avenue in Houston, which is a big street. They closed the whole club down, block it down. Nobody can get in and get out. Then an officer, I remember his name is Bettinger or something like that. He comes running for the back of the club and is like, man, I just caught James Harden running out the back door. I just caught him running out the back door. And he's like, he has something to do with this. He has something to do with this. So they lock the whole club down. They make everybody come out, show their ID. You know what I'm saying? Show their ID. I guess they scan their IDs or whatever. And I identified like 3 of the niggas that was involved in the situation. So after they picked them niggas up, Blunt somehow wasn't in the building. Now, under testimony in court, Blunt said, because he gave a statement to the police in this trial. In this case that he involved with me, he gave a statement. He talked to the police officer and said that basically what happened is that, yeah, he came outside and confronted me about James Harden because James Harden was mad about the Facebook post. He confirms that in a recording in the courtroom that they played in his trial. And he comes out and says, but James Harden was mad at him. So, I had to go check that nigga. Like, I run the club. Anything I say, anything goes. And this motherfucker, like, that's how he is because he does run the club. Like, Blunt basically took this whole club. Like, Blunt's not no bullshit nigga. People was all talking like, oh man, like he's just some peon with BG, and I don't know nothing really about that situation. All I know is that I found that paperwork in 2017, and when I was posting it all over my Instagram page and Facebook page, everybody in the streets of Houston was turning a blind eye. They acted like I was crazy. They said I was crazy, deranged, just mad, whoopty-whoop. So after that night, I tell my boy, I said, hey man, we gotta get the fuck up out of Houston. I said, oh, go pack up all your shit, nigga. I'll pay for all that shit. Like, we out. We hop in the car. We go out to LA. So, we go out to LA. I was staying down in LA for a while because I knew the streets was fucked up. But here's the thing. When we get to LA, I'm getting calls from everybody in the streets. And, I'm just going to say because it's street shit, I guess. But, I've had people from the Willie D, Rap-A-Lot people call me, hey man, what happened with this situation? And, they all trying to find out, like, calling me, asking me how we could fix it. I'm like, look, man, Gary Payton even called me. And Gary Payton was like, he could get my jewelry back and all this other shit. I told Gary Payton, fuck that jewelry. My dad had died 5 months before this shit, and these niggas come play with my life like that. Cause trust me, if I would have not put my hands out like I did when I seen them niggas with the get up, I stuck my hands out so they would see that I wasn't reaching for nothing. I let them niggas do them things. And them niggas still didn't knock me out. They knocked me down, but they ain't knocked me out. Cause they was all little niggas. Little goofy niggas. So not the situation of me being out there, these people in the streets tried to label me as like I'm the rat. Because some niggas violated me and the nigga was too scared to come outside to come check me and get it on. Cause if James Harden wanted to get it on with me, if he had a problem, we could have got it on. Very simple. With the hands, nigga. Not you come out there, that's coward shit, nigga. Come to find out, the little DJ nigga that was recording it, he wasn't recording it. Somebody was on FaceTime. Now, who was on FaceTime? Y'all guess. You know who was on FaceTime watching that shit. So the deal was, we come out, niggas from the club come out the club with the police there, and they telling my bodyguard nigga like, yeah, them niggas went back in the club to go get paid by James Harden. That's why they went back in the club. But when they realized the police was there, Blunt and a few other niggas shot out the back door. So that payment plan was fucked off. The payment plan was fucked off. That's what niggas was saying. So, I mean, Wack, where you want me to go with this, man? After this, tell me.
Shit. You start going to court. you picked up, you packed up, you moved. You got a knock on your door. You told me that.
Yeah. Okay. So
listening to it for years.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got you. So basically, after the whole situation, this nigga Blunt is calling an acquaintance of mine that I know, basically begging for me to let him go. Talking about, man, he can punch me in my mouth on national TV. Man, could he please let me go? Having multiple people call me asking him to let his ass go. But nah, I ain't letting him go. I told Blunt's ass just like I told everybody else. Either you gonna tell or you gonna go to jail. It's one of the two. Ain't no negotiations. Now, if a real nigga went out there on a mission for another nigga, right? Why wasn't this taken care of before that if you knew you did it? Why would you even let these niggas go to jail? Because see, I'm playing chess. They playing checkers. I know how this goes. You climb the ladder. You start from the bottom. You take out all the little minions and the soldiers, and you work yourself up to the king for the strike. That's how I play. That's how my dad taught me. I'm not gonna sit there and play any games with them niggas. I don't give a fuck about what nobody in the streets has to say. No bitch, no nigga, no nobody. Because I know the streets is fake. I know it's a myth. Because the same niggas that are vouching for a nigga with paperwork that I showed in 2017 are so-called street niggas. There was niggas that came to Blunt's trial willingly that call themselves street niggas and volunteered to get on the stand to perjure themselves and obstruct justice, because that's all they did. So after that, the first trial, Blunt gets 35 years. One of the other little niggas is going in. He taps out. He takes his time. He pleaded guilty. I think he got like 5 years. So I guess the other little dude was like, yeah, I'm gonna take this to trial. So he thought he was gonna take this to trial too. He takes it to trial. His defense attorney calls the other dude that just pled guilty to come testify in the case. Well, I couldn't be in there because they, a witness can't be in hearing everybody's testimony. So I had somebody sitting in the courtroom for me to listen. So they would bring me back the information. of what was going on. Well, when they brought the dude in his oranges, because he was in jail already, they brought him in his oranges to testify. My people tell him that the nigga's looking like, oh man, like looking at his boy, shrugging his shoulders and shit. The nigga gets on the stand and says, I was told that I cannot testify in this case because the feds were thinking about charging me with obstruction of justice. And some federal agents stood up and they confirmed that. That was in the courtroom. That's a public setting. I'm not saying nothing wrong or nothing of the sort. That's what happened in the courtroom. So I leave the courtroom. After I'm back in the courtroom, I get a call from my boy, the guy that's involved, my bodyguard, and who testified. Yes, he did. He got on the stand. That's my guy. Me and this nigga is like we brothers. Like I took him off the streets to get him out the streets so he wouldn't go to prison and be in jail like a lot of other niggas that I see crash out here in these streets. So I changed this man's life. Mentally, physically, socially, everything. Because he wanted out the streets. Hey, I liked him. That's my man. So he calls me and says, man, Mo, they say the feds is looking for you. I said, for what? I said, man, what the fuck they want to talk to me for? He's like, man, I'm telling you, they want to talk to you. All of a sudden, I'm in my hotel. I'm staying at I think it's the Renaissance Hotel in Houston, right by Lakewood Church. And boom, come out that elevator, it's 2 federal agents. And they stopped me in the middle of the hall. They said they want to ask me questions and stuff like that, So they start bringing up a whole bunch of people's names and like I don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? So I told them like, hey, I don't know anything about them. Like, to me, that's telling. If somebody hasn't fucked with me and you ask me about them, I don't know nothing about them. So there's nothing I can give you. But anybody that was involved in my case that had anything to do with the conspiracy of Moses Malone Jr., of setting me up and robbing me, aggravated, whatever, deadly aggravated, whatever, with all the type of machinery them niggas had out there, I'm on their ass for my shit. I don't know, them niggas might have a lot of other stuff going on, you know what I'm saying, that they got going on in the streets. I don't know. But I just know there's something going on. Wouldn't you say, Wack? Something.
Yo, so when them feds you say knocked on your door, your lady, you said that you recognized that recording I put up.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. So, Wack, like I told you yesterday, I pay attention to all the shit on the social media. So, I came across that shit when I guess you recorded the lady, and as soon as I heard that voice, I said, oh, that's her. This nigga's not lying. That's her. The same person that came knocked on my door. Like, so if anybody's saying that that's her. I mean, you recorded it, you put it out there. That's her. That wasn't no faking. But I'm pretty sure, Wack, that they've called a lot of people. I'm pretty sure that they've showed up on a lot of people's doorsteps. I mean, that's what they do for a living, right? They investigate crimes. That's what they do.
So this dude, Blunt, right? You told me you had this paperwork in 2017. How did this paperwork I put up, you say you had it in 2017. How did you get it in 2017?
And look, so my attorney, when he's doing his background checks and fact checks like that, he pulls up, all you have to do is, I don't know how he did it, but he pulls up the paperwork. It was like somewhere on the Department of Justice page. And then boom, he's like, yeah, Blunt had testified already before in the case. And I see the name Christopher Dorsey on there. I posted that paperwork. And Wack, I sent you one of the post dated, what was it, from 2020 that I sent you, that I posted that?
Yeah.
And I knew about it in 2017 when this dude was out in the streets. So it's like the streets saw it because they knew it, but they turned their eye to it. You know why? Because this street culture shit, in my opinion, is all selective politics. They're picking and choosing and bending the rules as they go to who they pertain to. If they don't like somebody, they'll be quick to call a nigga a rat. They 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 put rat. I mean, Wack. I told you they got niggas call me rat for 6, 7 years, 6, 7 years, and I ain't been in Houston. So if I ain't been in Houston, how could I know anything that's going on in these streets unless somebody else is telling me, right? So
That's real.
yeah, so unless somebody else is telling me, I'm not in the clubs. I haven't been to a club. Nothing. I ain't been out. I don't even go out because I know what type of game they playing. Because see, if I would have woke up that day, because trust me, I had enough money to wake up the next day. And I got calls. And I got calls of niggas wanting to put work in. Niggas wanting to put work in. Because in the streets, niggas respected me because we were cool. I always kept it real with everybody. You know, I'm friendly to people. You know what I'm saying? I know how to take care of the next man. My dad is a ghetto nigga from poverty. He ain't no Grey Poupon. Larry, one of them stuck up nigga, Magic Johnson son ass nigga. My dad ain't like that. Nigga will tell you my dad's from the streets. That's how he is. So he treats the janitor the same way as the CEO. I got family from the hood. I got family, all that shit. I mean, my dad didn't grow up rich, so of course you got that type of element in your life. But just because I grew up a certain way doesn't mean that I'm not gonna know anything about the streets. I mean, you would be discrediting my dad as a father if you didn't think he didn't teach me anything in the streets, right? What? You teach your son that, and I'm sure a lot of other niggas do.
Oh yeah, I definitely lace him so he knows to look forward, what to avoid, how to handle himself. So, so when the feds came and talked to you, they talked to you saying they was running an investigation on people, or
But yeah, they were basically like, I guess some shit had happened, like some clubs are getting burned down in Houston. Like some dude that was supposed to start a strip club or some shit got murked out there. Like they on the news. Well, I think the article they said mob style hit. I don't know nothing about it, but that was like the focus of it. Now, if if I know for a fact that maybe Blunt, I don't know what club had anything to do with it. I don't know what club had anything to do with it or the case, but they were concentrated on, shit like that. Yeah, they asked me about what happened to me. They did. What am I supposed to tell them after I've already went to court 3 times and did 2 depositions? Told them the same thing I told the court. So
so
you
they
can take
wanted
it
to
from
know.
that.
They pretty much wanted to know this same lady. I'm just trying to kind of like put something together if it makes sense. Was this same lady asking about Jay Prince? Because she was asking me about Jay Prince. That's the case. That nigga hot as a firecracker, man. He
I mean,
need to
but
he need to
man, but
go
look,
sit
man,
his ass down
they
somewhere.
but Wack, they've been after Jay. I'm from Houston, man. They've been after Jay Prince for years. Everybody knows that he put it in his book. You know what I'm saying? He talked about it. So I mean, damn. I mean, the people stop. They don't stop. And if you were in the streets walking around and you didn't, and you live in that type of life, you at that level. Every man knows that. That's a known thing.
Yeah, that nigga on fire. That nigga
Yeah,
right there.
but I tell you this about Jay Prince. Okay, I tell you this, and this is honest thing. My dad and Jay Prince, like Hakeem Olajuwon, Warren Moon, Mattress Mac. These guys are like the pillar of the city. You get what I'm saying? So everybody in Houston is big, but everybody knows each other. In the streets, everybody knows each other. It's no secret of who's who. You know, Jay Prince, whatever he does, I couldn't tell you what he does. I don't know. You hear all type of rumors, you hear all type of shit, but does that mean it's true? I don't know. You know, I mean, it
Yeah,
could
but here
be.
go the thing, bro. That nigga sitting in that pocket, and he real comfortable in that pocket. I looked out for the nigga and record the shit so he can know what they own. So I shut down any whatever they thought they had going on. I shut it down. So whatever the fuck they try to trump up or whatever, leave me out that shit. But for them to come talking to you, that must mean them niggas. You got to remember, you wasn't talking to them. So how they know to come talk to you? That mean them niggas, somebody either internal in their circle or them niggas' phones is hot. Somebody running their motherfucking mouth, bro.
I mean, but you got social media too, and then there's a thing where you got a lot of guys that I mean, I'll be wrong. I can only tell you the fact. You got a lot of guys that claim rap a lot that aren't. You do. I mean, you people in Houston want to be a part of something, right? They are, man. I'm so and so. I'm so. Don't you know they got a hierarchy? I'm pretty sure they do. But I mean, shit. If other niggas is doing certain shit, I mean, I don't know
But
their
I only know
connection.
Rap a Lot as being a record label, bro. I
Yeah, yeah.
don't I don't know
I
the
mean,
rest.
me too. Me too. But when you got in Houston, when you got a certain level of power and strength, you can do whatever you want to do out here. That's real. Like this ain't L.A. What? This ain't out L.A. This ain't L.A. All right, like the clubs. Have you ever seen a strip club run the crime scene in the city?
No, that's crazy.
That's yeah, because everybody knew. You go to V Live. Hey, you do whatever you want to do with that motherfucker. It got so bad. It got so bad at V Live, right? That this was after that shit happened to me. The nigga DC who was the owner of the club went in there, was like, "Why the fuck would y'all fuck with Moses Malone Jr.? What the fuck? Like he didn't A-OK that shit. DC wasn't there. DC wasn't there. So they fell out. The DC DJ Eric and Blunt nigga, he told Blunt to don't come back on the property. He fired. Don't even come back on this motherfucker. Like because he must know something already. I get them niggas out of here. So then the DJ Eric nigga and DC nigga fell out over this whole thing. James Harden won't go to a DC club. Nigga, listen. This nigga James, I'm gonna tell you about. I'm gonna tell you something. This nigga James has been. Think about this, Wack. A nigga turned down a 2-year, $110 million deal in Houston to be the highest paid player in the league, highest paid player yearly in the history. To go to Brooklyn on the same bullshit deal, stay there for a year and a half, that he want to leave there, go to Philadelphia to find out, nigga, you can't go to Philadelphia. Do you know my dad is like Magic Johnson in Philadelphia, how he is in LA? Do you not think I'm gonna turn up on him? Wack, I sent it to you yesterday. Did the nigga not try to get me denied to come to my dad's 40th anniversary with the Philadelphia 76ers? I sent you the video with the
Oh
conversation.
yeah. I heard the combo.
Yeah, with the conversation with the dude from Philadelphia. They trying to get me not invited to my dad's 40th anniversary. Then when I got there, the nigga had 5 points in 48 minutes, 2 for 15 shooting, because he was scared. That's why. Then all of a sudden, you're playing with Joel Embiid, the best player in the league, and you just want to leave. Come on, man. You can go back to LA, man. Come on, man. I know what's going on. This shit, and like I told you, this shit has been covered up and swept under the rug the whole time from the streets on, from all the way to the top, from the media to the streets. Because if I post this paperwork in 2017 and Wack, like I told you, I might have the fewest followers in the world. I don't give a fuck. But everybody knows what I post, because like everybody knows what I post in Houston, because I'm on their ass every day. I don't shy the stuff that I'm talking to you right now. I put that on the internet. If like I know you have problems with that dude, but if I'm gonna go at you. Like I'm gonna go at it. Like if James Harden wanted to come and fight me outside or Darian Blunt by himself, I'd beat both of them niggas' ass.
So Darian Blunt, has he tried to appeal?
Hey, let me tell you, his name is Darian Blunt, not
Yeah,
Darian. Darian.
has he tried to appeal? The
Yeah,
35?
Man, listen, he said on that podcast or whatever that dude that interviewed him, Freeze or whatever. I'm watching the shit. Blunt's lying. You're not in the 30. He said he's doing the 35-year bid in the fourth quarter. What's that mean? A what?
That means he about ready to get out.
Get out. That nigga release date is 2053. First off, okay, so that sounds like he sounds like he in the first quarter. And Blunt no, he bet not play with me. I'm telling you now. Blunt know not to play with me. Cause you know why? Why? These niggas know I know the truth. They know I know the truth of what's really going on around this motherfucker. Blunt don't have. He ain't in no fourth quarter trying to fight nothing out the back door. The back door is closed, sealed shut. Nigga, there's nothing he can do. It's over with for him in there. He's stuck. He gonna stay there. But my thing is, he says in an interview, he said straight up in an interview, man, I'm doing 35 for, I'm doing 35 in the fourth quarter for a nigga I don't fuck with like that. I mean, we cool. So who's he talking about? This is the stuff I'm talking about, the snitching on yourself. He's talking about James Harden. I mean, what else is there to say? This nigga knows his street reputation, his street rep persona that he had out there in the streets for all that time in Houston was not valid. And a whole lot of niggas vouched for this nigga that had that paperwork that got on the stand in a grand jury setting. But he's trying to play off the shit because he didn't tell on James Harden, he think. He's trying to play off of that, like that one case. Nah, nigga. And you got some other cases out there too, Blunt. Don't play with me. I got all that paperwork. I paid for that.
So Blunt's the dude that in this BG paperwork that they told on this Cantrell dude that they flew from Houston to New Orleans and put it in a downtown hotel. That's who that is for the grand jury?
Yes, sir. That's it.
Oh, well, what the fuck he talking about?
Man, that's what I'm saying. They've been finessing the streets for years. That's what they've been doing. They've been finessing the streets, man. These people, listen, Wack. These people, a lot of people, they talk and don't have the information. They just see the headline and be, oh yeah, man, yeah. That's what. No, if you do the homework and you do and see this stuff. How did I find this stuff in 2017? Me and my attorney find this 2017, and I posted on social media. I posted on my page, and them niggas didn't. They turned a blind eye to it. Yeah, even during the trial, like I said, yeah, I seen some rap-a-lot dudes come to the trial. Maybe they were there for support for him. Maybe they were there for support. But I know for one thing, I know who didn't condone that nigga, and that was Jay Prince Jr. He don't condone Blunt. You know what I'm saying? And it's not no beef.
Jay Prince Jr. don't?
No, he don't condone that nigga. You know, one thing I tell you about Junior, I've never had a problem with him. I like the dude. Whatever he's had going on, and that shit, that has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like Junior, we kind of come from the same cloth. You get what I'm saying? Your dad's somebody, my dad's somebody. We have a mutual respect for each other. That's how it's supposed to be. He ain't never been treating me.
You don't think it was a little odd that Junior got caught with guns in New York and got probation?
Hey, I mean, dog. I mean, hey, he maybe he had a good attorney. I don't know.
Can't be that good.
I mean, I'm just saying. Maybe
that's New York.
That nigga got sealed files too.
Yeah, so I'm just saying. I mean, but at the same time, I've never had a problem with him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think.
Watch this though. Didn't some rap-a-lot dudes get on the stand against you? Take the stand.
No rap. Not one rap-a-lot guy. No, not one
stand against you.
No, not one rap-a-lot guy got on the stand.
Who was the niggas that got on the stand?
The strip club niggas. The nigga named DJ Eric Dillard. Nigga named Chris Shizer. That's the manager of the strip club Area 29. They had another nigga, Gary Womack. He set claim in blood and shit. He came down there voluntarily. in Wack, the nigga lied so good. It's in the court papers. The nigga lied so good on the stand. The nigga said when I got out the car, I was so drunk. You know, I was so drunk that I couldn't stand up. Like he saw me outside the car. But then the nigga lied and said that when we was at the club, that he bought me a bottle of pink rosé. I ain't never need no nigga to buy me no bottle of nothing. Buy my own bottle. Like nigga, I don't need no nigga to buy me no bottle. But at the end of the day, I still think it's him. Because somebody from that club had to tell them niggas that was waiting outside for me that I was on my way up there. And it had to be one of them niggas that I told you that kept asking me where I was at the club that night. Yeah, but them niggas got on the stand against me. The nigga Gary, well, there's another nigga. Matter of fact, Blunt's so-called brother, he go by Marvo. He was the ones man at V Live. You know, like the nigga that holds the ones when niggas want they ones. That's like Blunt's brother. You know, that's like his brother. Yeah, he got on the stand against me. This is a thing, bro. This is not. They willingly. Yeah, bro. That paperwork has been up since 2017 on Christopher Dorsey and Darian Blunt against Kentrell Washington, getting on the stand. And everybody said I was a crazy fool and I was mad the paperwork was fake. They said all that.
Oh, they claim the work to be they ain't saying it's fake no more.
But why here's the thing. These niggas is fans. Why are they not saying, hey, you got on the stand? Isn't the rule in the streets? Because, hey, I sent you a post about Steven Jackson that Stack 5 posted against me, against Blunt. What's it say, Wack? Do I need to look this up and read it? I'll read it.
Yeah, read it. What it say?
Hold up. This what Stack 5 says about me. Now, this comment that Stack 5 has that was on the page isn't even my page. Okay? I go by Mo Poppy Chulo. I don't go by Moses underscore Malone underscore Junior 3. That's not my page. Okay? So Stack 5 post on December 30th, 2017. Somebody commented from the fake page at Stack 5. They're gonna need CP3 after 13 goes to jail. Okay? That's what it says. It's not me. That's what it says. Stack 5 says, Moses Malone Jr., don't at me, bro. We never hung out. I don't rock with snitches and boys who take the stand. For real, 17, everybody was hanging with snitches like it was cool. Nah, it's not. I'm team James Harden. Trim skit, you dig? Shaking my damn head. And we don't rock like that. Hashtag GBG, hashtag WOOP, hashtag 2trill, hashtag free blunt. Now, Stack 5, your boy got on the stand. Why you quiet? Why you quiet, dog?
Moses is Stack 5, Steven Jackson. Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why is he quiet? He just repped Blunt. Right there. This is the shit I'm talking about in the streets. It's street politics. It's a pertain of who is liked and who is not. What code? What code? Because if that's the case, you come to find out, Steven Jackson, before I ever got on the stand, this nigga got on the stand 9-10 years before that. And Steven Jackson knows Steven Jackson knows multiple people that know me from Port Arthur that he could have called my phone, bro. And said, hey man, is that you? And we could have hashed that out. Boom. Been done with it. We could have smoked the blunt, hashed that out. All right, yeah, man, hey, let it go. But he went to the internet. But when I go to the internet, it's a problem. It's this. It's that. Like, they can't take it. It's like they say, ain't no phone, a rabbit got the gun. And I'm telling you right now, Wack, I got the gun. And it's a big one. It ain't a big one. These people ain't playing with these niggas in Houston. Here's the thing. The streets know. It's not secret. It's like just like with the DJ Pass situation. A nigga does not get charged. A nigga does not get charged in an indictment unless somebody went in front of that grand jury. Hmm.
Oh, that's the fact. He
So,
told.
so
He told, and dude, whoever did that interview, talking about, I know you solid, but I just met you today, and we clearing. You ain't clearing nothing up because you ain't asking nigga, well, did you take the motherfucker stand in the grand jury and get this motherfucker statement? He never touched on that.
man, Wack, the people don't even in the streets, man. This is like, oh, they do not want to talk about this. Them niggas is sick. Cause the whole time man, listen, man, I've got death threats, harass me, niggas pillow talking to hoes, call me Mose Malone Jr.'s a rat, all that shit. I've been dealing with this shit for 6, 7 years. And come to find out, this nigga's the rat. Oh, the, the Moses Malone, look, I want you to think about this. Would they be saying that if it was LeBron James' son, Bronny James, Bryce James? Would they be saying it if it was Larry Bird Jr., Charles Barkley Jr.? Because let's just keep it real. My dad is the top 15 player to ever play. He's the 3-time MVP, trendsetter, first player from the NBA to high school, first player to make $1 million, $2 million, and $3 million. And my dad did not die broke. Like, I heard everything about his son. This is a money grab. I've heard all that shit. Well, if this is a money grab, all the other shit, how am I 3-0 versus these niggas? Wack, I sent you the depositions. You can see the lies in the depositions if you read them. The trial transcripts, you can look that shit up. I'm not telling you something that's illegal or that's gonna get me in trouble. That's the game in the streets. Man, don't post that, bro. They've been trying to silence me forever because they know what the cards that I hold. That's from all the way to the top. You don't think the league knows about this? Trust me, Wack. The league knows about this. I know Daryl Morey from Philadelphia 76ers knows about this. He's heard about this. The organization did. The Rockets did. How the NBA knows for sure. They didn't. The NBA 2 years ago. 2 years ago. This is what they did. They called me. They called me because they were honoring the top 75 players in the league. The NBA 75 ever play. I think this is in Cleveland. So like 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks before, they called me like, hey, we want to honor your dad and name this heart, because my dad died from a heart attack. We want to honor your dad and name this heart foundation after your dad, and we're going to unveil it at All-Star game break. This is this. So then they're like, well, we need to speak to the executor of the will. So I'm like, why y'all need to speak to them? If you're honoring my dad, me and my brother's going to be right up there. Why would you need to speak to them? So they speak to them. I like, okay, we all had a number. They invited everybody to the NBA 75 anniversary in Cleveland but me. Why? Because that bitch ass nigga James Harden told the NBA that he was not going to participate in those festivities if I went to that. Think about it. Why would you my dad has 3 kids. Why would you not invite one? Make that make sense, what? So the league knows about this. I get niggas in the league call me all the time. I talk to the players in the league all the time. Sean Kemp called me like right after this shit happened. Like, yo, Mo, what's going on? That nigga Sean Kemp said, man, you need to get that nigga back in the streets. Fuck that nigga. Rob him back. And I told Sean just like this, just like everybody else that called me that wanted to put in work. I said, nah, I ain't gonna do that. That ain't my style. My dad would be disappointed if I did some criminal shit like that to somebody. I ain't about no violence. Because if I did do some shit, trust me, I'd be in jail right now with Blunt. Because them bitch ass niggas that I would have put work in, they would have told on me. I guarantee you. Because that's the game the streets play. They would have been saying, oh man, this nigga stupid. He Moses Malone's son and he did that, man. He should have went the legal route. Like I asked these niggas, if I'm the rich, spoiled kid from the suburbs, or am I a street nigga? You can't have it, but would you believe, Wack, that Moses Malone's a street nigga, Junior? No, nobody would.
Yeah, we heard you're a civilian.
Yeah, like, come on, let's just be real. So what code do they want me to live by? Because this is my way of get back. This is my get back. This ain't no. Oh, okay, y'all play like that. Oh, they think I was just supposed to let it go. You know, these niggas calling me like, oh, like Wack. I did tell you when about the whole situation with Little J with the shit with Blunt, right?
Yeah. You told me
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. So it's like, you know, if Jay helped Blunt out, which I know that's confirmed because a nigga named Quan LX that's in Houston that I confided to, that I gave, it was either $25,000 or $50,000 to this nigga to try to fix this stuff, and the nigga took me down for my bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping. But he did it. Yeah, I ain't not tripping. But and if Cornell did that, whatever. But he did relay the message to Jay, and Jay basically let me know, man, look, I was just helping Buddy out. Blunt came to me for some help. Wooty woo. That was it. Wasn't mad at him. But my thing is that a lot of people vouch for a nigga that got paperwork. I want them to hold this nigga to the same way they held me to. And they should do it 10 times more because he's supposed to be a street guy. I've never claimed the streets. They were trying to finesse me, and they finally realized, oh man, this nigga's a little bit smarter than I thought. I'm not no dumb nigga, Wack. They're not gonna finesse me like niggas get finessed every day. Just like that dumbass Kentrell Washington, he should have known he was getting finessed. The nigga got BG, got the nigga attorney 1 to 2 years. Oh, you gonna get 1 to 2 years, 1 to 2 years. Then come to find out, when you facing 6 to 8 and you don't want to take the charge, you like, I'm gonna take it to trial. Then you find out this nigga done signed an affidavit and went under the what's it called with you? Under the grand jury. And Wack, if this was just a regular play, if this was a play like we all get caught in the car, why didn't them niggas confide to that nigga that they got subpoenaed in court? Why didn't they go to Kentrell and
Yeah,
say,
they didn't tell none of them niggas
That's
that.
a fact. That's a fact.
Why did he go tell them niggas that? Why didn't they go there? Because I know if we got a plan, if we in the car, hey, I would go to you and be like, hey man, I got subpoenaed for that shit. You sure you gonna take this charge? All right, well, they want me to go down there and testify. Now, they had the option to go testify and say, I don't recall. They could have pled the fifth. But you know why they didn't do that? Because the Fed's going to charge everybody in the car.
The fact that nigga allowed them people to fly him from Houston to New Orleans and allowed the DA to put him in a hotel room and to be escorted down to the courtroom where he signed the affidavit, took the stand in front of a grand jury, ain't no way the streets of Houston is not saying that this nigga Blunt, whoever he may be, is not a rat.
Well, why would they say
no
that when
way.
I posted in 2000?
That's a cooperating witness right there, working
Ain't
hard.
no way it's a cooperating witness under no circumstances.
So why wouldn't they say that? Why wouldn't they say that in 2017 when I posted the paperwork? And here, Wack, I started in
it was
2000.
you, selective politics.
Yes, and I posted it multiple times. Not like, I go crazy on them niggas on there. Because you know why? Until I talked to you, really, how the media in Houston, yeah, they tried to stick this under the rug. Look, there's a reporter out here in Houston named Isaiah Carey, right? He's like big into, he's like big. He's on Fox 26. Isaiah Carey was doing stories on this shit all the time. Then that nigga started getting, the nigga Blunt seen him in the streets at a club. It went up to him. This one Blunt was out on bond. He told Isaiah Carey, man, you ruined my life, man. You putting me all on social media, crying to the nigga that he was on the news and shit. Like them niggas thought they messed with a peon. Niggas ain't messing no peon. Like them niggas, what they did, Wack, they underestimated Moses Malone Jr. Why? Because my dad was dead. They tried to play like that. If my dad was alive, this would have never happened. I'm telling you now. If my dad
all
was
you people on YouTube land, listen. And I sit here and I preach this shit day in and day out. I keep telling y'all, civilians are not obligated to fall up under street politics. What you're hearing now, you're hearing Moses Malone Jr. tell you straight up, as a civilian, these things happened to me, and this is how I took action. The person he took action against is the dude that took the stand with BG
He's a
against
known
Cantrell.
rat.
This Cantrell guy, right? So what he was doing was keeping track of the dude that he had the issue with, and he came across this same paperwork back in 2017, and he alerted the streets of Houston, and because it was coming from a civilian, they swept it under the rug. Yo, the streets is a myth. Niggas is selective politicking. Ain't nothing solid about the streets. You niggas will have known rats with them. They'll be doing business with known rats. They'll know a nigga's ratting. They'll still keep a nigga close so they can fuck around and rat for them against another motherfucker. I strongly advise y'all to get away from them streets, go get a motherfucking job, go get a motherfucking truck, do some other kind of business. A civilian is not obligated to fall up on the street code. Uh, from what it sounds to me like, it's a whole lot of shit going down there in Houston. And I advise every nigga down there who was dealing with this dude, Blunt, man, you better cut that nigga all the way off. Get that nigga the fuck off your motherfucking phone. Because it's obvious he got a release date of 2050 something. And don't think he won't be trying to pull a Terrence Williams and try to work his way out that motherfucker through third party cooperation. Y'all better wake the fuck up.
He said the fourth quarter. That means he's coming home already. Meaning he got a plan already in action.
That's a lie.
He got a
The
plan in
fact
action.
that he said he's in the fourth quarter with a 2050 something release date, nigga, what the fuck you got in the workings? What makes you think you in the fourth quarter with a 30 piece left to do?
The fourth quarter means you got five or less to do, man. Fourth quarter, that's what we think in prison. When you got five or less, when you're on a term, that's downhill. Five or less.
Unless he working on something to get out that
That's a fact.
Guess what? Old B Jizzle just got out on the street. So guess what he got out here? He got his little runner. Go pull up on these niggas. Boo, boo, boo. He got a nigga that can go over there and put it together and bring him back the information. You know why? Because he know old B Jizzle's little secrets. Why you think he backing the nigga? Everything straight, everything cool, but look, nigga, you gonna do what I need you to do or else. Man, niggas better.
See, man, Blunt, let me tell you how Blunt, how this how Houston, man. You know, you walk around with somebody in Houston, they gonna think you the man. All you gotta do is walk around with a celebrity. So, you know, from my understanding on the history with Blunt and BG that I've got through people that are close to Blunt that know him, you know, he started out like when I guess BG was going through something of the sort. Blunt became like his club manager, like his road manager and stuff. So, you know, Blunt is in the strip club, so niggas gonna pay BG to come in the strip club. You know, he can go get a show for him here and there. But when Blunt wasn't as powerful like that until he got into V Live. When he got to V Live, he damn near, bro, I'm keeping it real. He deboed DC out of his club. DC got to the point where he's like, man, it's so dangerous, I don't even want to come in this motherfucker no more. Because niggas was getting robbed in the bathroom, you know, motherfuckers was getting robbed leaving the club, getting set up. It was a whole bunch of shit the motherfuckers had going on. I was not the first issue that happened to V Live. I just happened to be the first issue to get back at them niggas. Cause they would been shit like that going on. That was like imagine just a hub of just a pack of hyenas in that motherfucker. That's how that club got. You know what I'm saying? I know they don't, you know, I saw you, Wack, yesterday. You said something about Hutch. It's not his nickname. You know, that's all I really know. You know what I'm saying? So he don't go by these other nicknames. That's his nickname.
What's his nickname again?
Bloody Blunt.
Oh shit.
Bloody Blunt?
Or the Fifth
Blood.
Ward?
They call them bloody, yeah, or Fifth War Red. That's another one I've heard.
Who you know a Mookie Live at Trapaholic?
I don't know them niggas, man.
What is this nigga? You know what I realized? It's a bunch of niggas insert themselves because they just want to be talked about. But I heard that clip. I don't know if he was trying to clean something up, but nothing he said made any motherfucking sense.
They didn't ask him about no work, Wack. They didn't ask him about no work. They didn't ask him about shit. Nothing about the paperwork that they talked about. That conversation was irrelevant. It was damage control. He just felt like he needed to throw that. I think that conversation was for BG, Wack, because he was kind of like letting them know, like, yeah, that's my partner. He gonna do what I like. He gonna do what I say. Like, I need him out there type shit. You know what I mean?
Well,
Hey,
you
Wack,
know,
I ain't never been on this Clubhouse shit. What's this shit when people request you? What's this shit, man?
no, they just want to follow you and shit like that. Well, you on the Hunter side of Clubhouse, so you know, there's some order over here. You know what I mean? You know, you are a guest, so it ain't gonna be no bullshit. The chat is going. You done ran the chat up. The chat damn near 3,700 comments. So you know, right now in this room alone is 453 people, and you probably got our media team down there. It's about 15 of them. So, you know, it's going out to YouTube. That's just the structure that we set up on the Hunter side. We took Clubhouse and converted it to what the fuck we wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying? So, you will be heard. And at the end of the day, I hope you motherfuckers, I hope y'all learn something, man. Stop playing with people that don't play your type of games. If you gonna play it, you better play it all the way out. Because at the end of the day, a nigga got 35 years, nigga. That's damn near a lot. I don't know how old he is.
That nigga's about he Blunt like 46, 47.
Oh, he done.
And how long?
And Wack, the thing was with Blunt is that, you know, before that happened, me and that nigga never had one problem. One. This was just, he was paid to do it. He crashed out for another nigga.
I heard him say niggas wanted me to get out on a nigga that I don't even fuck with. And so I guess
No, he didn't say he wanted to get down on the nigga. He said that they wanted him to tell on the nigga that he don't fuck with, but they still cool. He's referring to you know who. Like, look, man, you think that dude is not getting helped out in jail? Like, niggas can say whatever they want to say. They not helping him. He got a court-appointed attorney. You know, then they tried to late scramble to get him an attorney. Like, you know, then they didn't, you know, people, they're put it like this. There's a lot of niggas that's happy to see him in there, right? And now that this paperwork has come out, I just want to know how they gonna react about it. You know, I mean, they could say he wasn't telling or not. You know, maybe he did. He did. The fuck? I mean,
he told. Ain't no, man, let me tell you something. If they ever had some paperwork where Wack signed the affidavit and I took a stand in a grand jury, nigga, it's over with. Like, ain't no, but you right, selective politicking. Selective motherfucking politicking.
So, you know, then, I mean, you know, it's crazy, man. Like,
so listen, we're gonna open the stage up, the flow up. Anybody got any questions for Moses Malone Jr.?
Yeah. Floor is open, team. Be respectful. Come with some.
Where Brock at?
I sent it. He should be here. There you go.
I wanted to ask a question. I'm trying to understand the storyline of everything. Like, the storyline that he gave with, I believe it was it Freeze, he said, attacked him or whatever and held him with the guns. How is that connected to BG exactly? Like,
Blunt,
that whole...
the dude that took the grand jury stand with BG is the one that he put in jail for 35 years.
Oh, okay.
So with him going back and forth with this dude, the paperwork that I just got a week ago, he got a hold of it in 2017 and posted it, but everybody from Houston ignored it and said it was fake paperwork because they were selective politicking. They didn't want to believe it. So once I posted it, and the streets of Houston like, yo, Wack posted this shit on BG. Now take it. I don't know nothing about Blunt. I see the name in the paperwork, but I'm not really on him because our focus is BG. Blunt called it straight fucking with me because he's really in the paperwork. Him and BG both took the stand on the other Houston nigga. So once he seen that and seen the streets reacting, he found my phone number and started texting me yesterday, right? And he's like, all these years I've been trying to expose this shit, but everybody's saying I'm lying. But then when you go up with it, now all of a sudden it's the truth. So he got a little irritated when the nigga called on that recording we played up top with him saying, nah, man, BG ain't told, I ain't told. You know, he talked about everything else, the mamas, the weed. He talked about everything else, but the fact that did you get on the on the stand? So BG
But
is on the top. He's tied to it in other ways. He just
okay,
ain't talking
so let
about it.
me ask you this, Wack, real quick. I'll cut you off.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. If Blunt gave a statement in my trial, and what did I tell you? That he said that he left the club with Adrian Broner, the boxer, right? He put Adrian Broner because he's a suspect in a crime. He said in recording to the police officer that interviewed him about this that he left the club with Adrian Broner, right? They're like, well, why would you leave the club? He's like, yeah, because the club was too packed and Adrian Broner wanted to leave. But Adrian Broner was hosting the party that night. So what happened is that in court, they had Adrian Broner's name on the list of the 435 people that got caught in the building because he had to give them an ID and show that he was there because they made everybody come out the building one by one. They locked the whole building down. Well, guess who wasn't in the building? Blunt. But he put their Adrian Broner's name in it to the police.
Oh,
With
so
that.
he was talking on your trial. He was talking to.
Yes, he did an interview and gave a statement to
Oh,
the police. He didn't shut up and say I'm gonna get a lawyer, all that. He gave a statement trying to lie to police what happened, and he put Adrian Broner's name in it. Said he was with him, and the police people knew he was lying because when they locked the building down, they charted everybody that came out of there. Adrian Broner's name was on there. Blunt wasn't. And it all somebody has to do is go down to Harris County, whatever that is, and pull the paperwork, the trial transcripts. They right there. Like, look, all this information is floating in the air. You just have to be able to catch it and grab it. It's all out there. It takes skilled people to know how to do it, but it's out there.
so he been making statements on Wack. This guy been making statements. It seems like it.
I mean, why would he put Adrian Broner that? How about if Adrian Broner, so the police call Adrian Broner, hey man, we need to know if you was with this dude. He's a suspect in this robbery. He said he was with you. But they already knew he was lying, so they probably didn't call Adrian Broner.
He wasn't supposed to put nobody's name in that at all.
At all.
He placing people at the scene of the crime.
Yeah, by the time, bro, we see a nigga told, that don't be their first time telling. Them niggas been telling. They just ain't got caught up with, bro. Think about this shit. This paperwork we just got on BG, nigga, like 10 years old, probably older, 13 years old. Nigga, you know how much telling niggas done did since then, in between then? You know what I'm saying? And when these feds get to applying pressure, they really gonna tell BG get picked up one more time. You think that nigga finna go back into that penitentiary with this work floating around the way it's floating around? Anything he get caught up in, any nigga he doing some business what he ain't supposed to be doing, nigga, you in jeopardy and nigga getting your ass told on if the shit hit the fan. That nigga's not going back. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen. He ain't going back. You know, they gonna find out between now and summertime that, you know, what they thought was there wasn't. He ain't gonna sell no records or no albums. He done fucked up, disrespected stunt on the song. We got that content.
What he do? What he do, Wack?
He did stunt on the song.
Oh, so it's up for him. It's up for him. Yeah.
Content. So now Now you dealing with them politics. Ain't nobody gonna want to touch you. Label wise, your value, you know, ain't shit. The labels might get in there. They might tell a nigga we'll give you 250 and do the whole project and turn everything in. He might be left with
Hey,
50,000,
Wack, Wack.
60,000 in his pocket.
Check this, Wack.
Yeah.
The nigga Blunt ain't posted us. He on his social media page. He go by like Untamed Music, right? Is a gorilla up there, Untamed Music. The nigga ain't posted in 3 years, but that paperwork that you put up bothered him so bad that he went on his page and posted a picture of BG that said, it says, hold on, let me find this shit. It says, Untamed Music. The hate didn't work. Now they telling lies. Welcome home, brother. At New BG Hollywood, real nigga salute. He posted that 3 days ago, but he ain't posted shit in 3 years. So he's obviously bothered. You know, it's just like this, man. You know, my dad told me, you talk shit to some niggas. You know, I'm telling you right now, them niggas in the streets, they thought that I was going to be soft because I'm Moses Malone Jr. I was gonna lay down, be scared, tuck my tail, and run. They did not expect any of this. And there ain't no giving up in me. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Like, they can say whatever they want to say in the comments. I'm a rat. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't care at all about none of that. You know, the man fuck, like, if you grew up and had a name of Moses Malone Jr. and your dad's name was high in this world and in this city and prestige, and the niggas try to come shit on that name and defame that legacy, I'm coming for you. 5 months after my dad just passed away, I was still going through that shit. Still mourning. And them niggas come fuck with me like that and play with my life. How about if I would have been right next to my dad 5 months later? No, no, no. So for that, my life felt threatened that night. I felt like my life flashed in front of my eyes. Straight up. When you have that many guns out there, a nigga pull a gun and say, no, no, no. Then he turn around and pistol whip you. Niggas kicking you in the face, all that shit. They doing all that shit with guns out. So if I would have swung and my bodyguard would have pulled a weapon out or tried to fight back, they would have shot us dead. Very simple. So since you played with me like that shit tormented me. You know, nigga, I got dreams about that shit. You know, I had to go through PTSD, counseling, all that shit. Niggas don't know how that shit feels. So since it feels like that, I'm gonna make them feel it in every way.
That's how I know I'm fucked up because when shit like that happened to me, actually, I have never had. I think the closest I had that happen to me when the police dropped me off in enemy territory. We just got on foot, had to hide the trash cans. But, you know, this is why I tell niggas you ain't walking up on me. See, I'd have been dead. We blazing. Ain't no motherfucking. Y'all niggas be doing too much talking. So y'all let these niggas get to coming around and moving around and surrounding and all that. Nigga, as soon as the first sign of any funny movement, we blazing. Off
Hey,
the rip, ain't letting no niggas, ain't no whistles, ain't no none of that shit. We
hey, Wack,
blazing.
that's what I was thinking when he was telling the story. I'm like, you let him get up on you?
We ain't
Soon as
doing
they,
none
I
of
ain't
that.
doing
We
none of
is
that. You gonna have to lay me
sparking
down.
off the motherfucking
You
rip.
gonna
Soon as a nigga say, hey homie, what's happening, homie? Let me holler. And I get to seeing any type of nigga, we blazing. We gonna split that up and we gonna be behind cars and we gonna do what we gotta do. And then we're gonna revisit this every motherfucking day of our life till somebody ain't around to revisit it.
That's real, cause you ain't taking shit from me
Cause you
unless you
Not a
call me
civilian.
goddamn
suicidal.
thing.
Cause you
Unless you call
civilian.
my dead body.
Bro, don't, nigga, as soon as you detect bad energy, you better go.
Whack. Let me tell you how stupid these niggas were when they went back to the club. This where it gets funnier. The DJ that I caught recording the shit, the DJ Eric nigga, right? The dumbass nigga goes into the microphone in front of the whole club and gets on the microphone and says, Moses Malone Jr. has a green light on his life from here to the Beltway. Now, do you want me to read you the paperwork that I have of what he said a green light meant?
Yeah, let me read.
Oh
What did he
shit.
say? Yo,
This
this
is
is
what he
crazy.
said under oath. But I'm gonna tell you what he said under oath with a green light means. So hold on, let me find this shit. Take me 1 second here.
These niggas is burnt out.
Crazy Wack.
Okay, this is. It says question. All right. So when you pulled up at 2:15 at that point, do you recall telling me after standing there for a little bit you make a FaceTime call? He says yes. And the FaceTime call is to Molo. Yes, Molo was the girl that James Harden texted me from her phone. Okay, that said we gonna pull up on you, nigga. Then she says, you know, you know who that is. All right. Do you make a FaceTime call to Molo? Were you standing outside? Yes. All right. And specifically on the state's exhibit 25, we have an outgoing call to Molo. And that's Molo that works at the club? Yes. And the call is at 2:30 in the morning? Yes. And it lasts for how long? 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, 2 minutes and 59 seconds. But can you tell that is not a regular call? It's a FaceTime call, correct? He says yes. So if that's a FaceTime call that lasts 2 minutes and 59 seconds at 2:30 in the morning on June 25th, 2016, he says yes. Hold on, let me find. Now I got to go to the other part.
Who's testifying? Who's that
This is, this
testifying?
is this is DJ Eric Dillard. He owns this. Well, he says he owns this strip club called Area 29, but they won't tell y'all he was the head DJ at V Live. He ain't nothing but a snake anyway. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the city know he a snake. So they say this. Do you remember where James Harden was seated that night? He says yes, on the side of the DJ booth. He has a section. Does he always sit in that section? He says most of the time. DJ Eric then made an announcement over the intercom that Moses, see Diller testimony. You made a statement over what is called the DJ sound system, right? Yes, I made a statement all night. Did you specifically make a statement regarding Mr. Malone? He says yes. You stated this after all this had taken place and everyone was in the club that there's a green light on Moses Malone Jr. Do you remember that? Hold on. Yes. What specifically was that you said? I said Moses green light. That mean to go somewhere else. And you told me after that he felt his life was a threat of life. Yes, but he could take that however he wants to. So you're saying a green light didn't mean anything but for him to go to another club? He says yes, he could take it however he wants. It's just a personal thing. He's like, so talking to 300 people, you said that over the loudspeaker. And he says yes. So he says a green light on me meant for me to go to another club. Now, how fucking retarded can you be? Right? How dumb can this nigga be?
Oh,
I keep telling
yo,
y'all,
Wack. This
when
shit.
y'all dealing with civilians,
Here's another one. The girl
civilian gonna
Molo.
play a civilian game.
I got another one. Here's Molo, the girl that James Harden texted from her phone. Molo went on to admit that James Harden sent the text from her cell phone. How did you learn about that Facebook post? Everybody knew about it. It was all over Instagram and Facebook. Did you see it? Yes, everybody saw it. Do you know if James Harden saw it? Everybody's seen it. I know we've seen it, yeah. Okay, have you seen this text before? Yes. Okay, do you recognize it? Yes. All right, now we see at the top in plain white and black, it says, hey, listen, do you see that paragraph? Have you seen that before? She says, yes. Now at the top, that person says, Molo, do you remember someone sending this from your phone? She says, yes. Who sent this from your phone? James. And where were you when James sent this text from your phone? Yeah. Were you watching him type it? Yes. Where were y'all at? We were at his house. What's that? Is that snitching? She says James sent the text message, but then James goes under an oath and says she sent it.
Dude, let
And
me
it,
ask you something. You shoot dice?
no, I don't shoot. I don't gamble.
How you know these niggas?
Who you asking about?
That whole little circle right there, like you ain't that type of nigga. Like how you know them?
Because
Basketball.
I'll basketball and I will go out and I'll go out to the nightlife. I go to the clubs and stuff. So they're big in the club scene. I mean, I've never in my life hung out with James Harden, talked to that nigga, nothing.
Oh, that nigga used to be at the club throwing
Yes, he would be.
20,000, 30,000 a
He
night.
ba, ba,
That's how
yeah,
he know them niggas.
basically
Pussy. They met over like the bitches. Like you said, he fucks with the bitches. The bitches be at the club, and that's how he met them.
But what he's saying the club pretty much run the streets out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they move out there. So look, you been out there for a long time?
Yeah, I'm from Houston.
So you know all the DCs and all these niggas.
I know everybody. I mean, I've been in Houston my whole life. I know everybody.
So that mean you been around a little while, then you should have knew not to. Shit crazy.
He should have knew not to do what?
I'm saying the character niggas he around is how they move. I'm trying to figure out like how you get around jackets, my nigga. That's what
you gotta remember when you go into a club and you got a section and you ordering 15 bottles and 10 bottles and throwing a bunch of money, you ain't gotta know them. They gonna know who you is, whether you want them to know who you is or not.
No, I get it. I'm saying that's why I asked you
And
if you
I'm
from
from
there.
the A lot of people know them. They popular, bro. So I can't let you do them like that, bro.
Yeah, you ain't gotta
What
be
you
in the
talking
street.
about? Hold on. What you talking about, mask guy?
You heard what he said.
Bro. A lot of people know. I know all them people you named. I know them too, bro. Not personally.
Yeah, I know what's up with them niggas. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I'm asking him a question. Like, I'm just saying, like, at what point he didn't realize
watch
being
this,
around these
Todd.
niggas.
Man, hey, listen, hold on, wait, let me tell him. At V Live, they used to treat me like a king in that motherfucker. They would never fuck with me. They would watch out for me as much as they can. I never had one problem in there. I never knew that them niggas is involved in anything in that shit. I'm coming in there with my own bitches from outside the club, just coming to party. Cause that was the after party. That's where everybody went.
I got you.
You feel me? Like I'm not involved with them niggas. Like,
so you never went on the north side, like?
No, I never went on the north side.
Oh, so you don't know what you were dealing with. That's why I was asking. I'm like, you around some shit, boy. I don't even understand.
I had no idea at the time what them niggas had going on. I mean,
yo, Todd, check this out. When I go to clubs, when I do decide to go to clubs, niggas in the club don't know what they dealing with because they don't know what's with me. Because them niggas that's with me don't go to clubs.
Right.
So if you got a nigga that then called you and gave you a bag, and a regular nigga showing up that's going to the club because he spent money in the club, and they catch a nigga in the parking lot, he at the parking lot of V Live. He ain't over there at the motherfucking liquor store on the north side, whatever you talking about.
No. That's how they do out there. You know, Houston is a big club scene.
That's just like saying that Biggie know what he was dealing with. Nigga was in Beverly Hills, bro.
Right. But no, that's just how it's set up out there. Everything going on in them clubs and them after hours. Niggas don't really play the streets out there. That's gonna get you fucked up out there. Nigga play the snake game out there, Wack.
Yeah,
listen.
Wack,
we
that's
got
what
a
they
spot
do.
called Platinum Motorsports, right? They know everybody. You know why they know everybody? Because that's where we go get our cars done. They ain't in the streets. The last time I physically seen Nipsey Hussle was at Platinum. He pulled up, I pulled up. And that's when we had our last face-to-face conversation and got it right. I put him on the phone with Slay, apologized to Slay, and told Slay we was going to get that verse done. He's supposed to be here for it, right? So, but this is where everybody go. The club where everybody go. Now, if I'm a nigga coming to Platinum, and I'm bringing these niggas exotics, oh, nigga, when I pull up, they gonna roll out the red carpet, move a nigga car out the way, all that. If you a nigga sitting there, because you just pulled up for the first time with your Escalade to get some rims, you gonna notice, man, who is this nigga? Oh, man, that's Wack. Who is this nigga, right? Same shit on him. He pull in, the motherfucking sky lighting up, all the bottles is coming, they throwing money, man, who is that nigga over there? Oh, that's Moses Malone Jr. Moses Malone Jr., yeah, the basketball player, that's his son. They gonna know who he is.
That's real shit, Wack. That's real shit.
Hey, Wack, but even with saying that, they would, man, Mose Malone Jr. in the building. I never had a problem from both locations. I didn't have a problem in that club until the shit with James Harden. And DC would confirm it. That he'll tell you, I'd rather have Moses Malone come in the club than James Harden. Straight up. James Harden didn't go. I used to go a lot. He would come once in the blue moon, he come in there, woo-de-woo. But them niggas basically was like on some dick riding shit.
So look, not to cut you off, You remember that's why I asked you if you throw them bones. You feel me? Because I'm trying to figure out how a nigga get on you. You don't seem like no nigga who, you know what I'm saying, gonna do too much extra shit.
Nah, he a civilian. You talking to a
Yeah,
civilian? He went in there
but
for
no
the
nigga,
bitches,
you
the
some
pussy.
rules. I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out how you get with these niggas.
He went in there for the bitches and the pussy and didn't know that the street element was right there in the lurking in the mix. That's what I'm saying. So, you know what I mean? You don't know what you're
And
dealing
he
with.
said
When
it
you
was
go.
the DJ who set him up.
He was a part of it.
No, I ain't gonna say he set him up, but niggas, that's how the circle go though. That's what I'm saying. Niggas know to turn your head and mind your business. Niggas will lock the door on you, boy. Like that's
Up this, there's a green light on Moses Malone Jr. and we all know. Come on, we ain't gonna play stupid here, man. We all know what a green light means. And if you announcing that shit to the whole club, shit.
It's retarded.
They call that nigga DJ Eric out here. They call that nigga Lil Mike.
And man, let me tell you, Wack. Did I not send you? I sent you an email that his attorney sent me, DJ Eric, right? Where the nigga was pretty much threatening to go to the laws against me, right? Did he not? Did I not, Wack?
who?
Yeah, I sent you an email of DJ Eric. Oh, y'all want me to read that too?
DJ Eric sound like a rat. I ain't gonna lie, DJ Eric a rat too. I don't know if he's a civilian, but he definitely did some talking. He did too much talking.
Let me read this, cause see, I would post this paperwork about DJ Eric, and I would post a picture of him with his hand raised in the air in court on the stand. So he would get mad. So here's his attorney. It has been brought to my attention that your client consistently posting still photos of Mr. Dillard in his deposition on Instagram with disparaging comments underneath the photo. Your client has done this on at least 2 occasions. I have attached the post to see this email for review. Have you given your client free access to Mr. Dillard's deposition with unlimited authority? The deposition is for preparation of trial, not harassment. At this point, Mr. Dillard and I consider posting this deposition in sparing marks as harassment.
Damn.
Now I need to pull the content on DJ Eric. Is he supposed to be somebody that's like that in the city, Wack? Or who's this? Yo, Brock,
Eric Dillard?
DJ.
Nah, DJ Eric, that's just a DJ, strip club DJ. That's like Drake. Drake be fucking with him and all these niggas. That's he ain't no street nigga.
And that nigga 120 pounds. Nigga hurt him. He 120 pounds.
Hold on.
He not nobody.
This is what the rest of the email says. It says, please request your client to cease this behavior at once before we go to law enforcement or a judge. Mr. Dillard is in the music industry and deals with the public often. This type of harassment can cause harm to his business. I am also required that you advise your client to remove his post immediately. If he does not remove the post, I will be forced to take this matter before the judge and ask for an injunction to prevent him from posting any photos. I will further ask for the judge of sanctions that he could have jail time to come with this with the trouble of requesting court intervention. Please advise your client that he has been warned. Right? Then James Harden's attorney, Rusty Harden, he sent me an email. Well, he sent my attorney an email basically saying that you need to advise. Basically, it says, Dear George, you need to advise your client, Moses Malone Jr., that he is flirting with the danger of tampering with a witness and an obstruction of justice, and I will pursue every legal remedy possible with gusto to go after him. Rusty Harden, sorry for your inconvenience. Now, what's that?
That's him telling. That's him telling. He issued the green light, and then now he's telling. I'm tripping out on this guy, DJ Eric, right now. So first he's issuing green lights in the club, and now he's telling. I'm trying to figure that out. It gets
But
different.
Bees, look, he not no street nigga, no.
Hold on, but only a green light. Issued a green light.
On him.
Hold on. When you issue a green light, we all know what a green light means, man. That green light is what come on, man. We ain't gonna play that beat. We don't know what a green light is. When you issue a green light, when the motherfucker gets green lighted, you know what that means. We ain't gonna play that shit. He knew what he was doing when he said that shit on the mic.
Food.
That means you fucking food.
Hey, he do be with them street niggas. He do be popping it like he be street.
A green light mean that I'm sending them savages to get your ass. Everybody know that.
The green light means it's up. Anybody who sees Moses Malone is up. That it is what it is.
Hey man, there's a nigga named OG Good Game, right? That out here, he well respected street nigga in Houston. You know what I'm saying? He had a club on the north side. Like, you know, G Baby don't play no games. He owned Harlem Nights on the north side. Anybody probably heard of that when it was open. You know, even G Baby put this nigga DJ Eric's shit up there and was talking about how he was a rat and niggas didn't want to listen to it. Now, I don't know what DJ Eric has said. I have no idea. But am I on DJ Eric's ass? Yes, I am on DJ Eric's ass. And the reason I'm on, I mean, DJ Eric has taken it so far, Wack. And this is how I can only keep it real. DJ Eric has taken it so far that I have an estranged daughter, right? That's older, about 24, 25. DJ Eric was posting her on his social media, trying to fuck with me and calling her, trying to get at her through Instagram when all this going on. And I hit up DJ Eric. I said, hey, my nigga, this is when all the shit was going on. I said, hey, my nigga, you taking this shit too far. You putting kids in the shit? Like, that nigga DJ Eric don't know. I really wanted to burn that nigga. Like, I'm not even nobody to even have that type of feeling of wanting to kill somebody. But him, like, I don't know what I would do if I seen that nigga in person.
But you know he not built like that, right?
That's how bad I want that. If me and that nigga was in the room by ourselves, no guns, no nothing, he would have come out that motherfucker alive. I guarantee you that. That boy would not play no games with me in person. That's what I'm saying. All this shit, if I'm so soft, I'm the bitch and all this shit, why did they have to come 12 to 15 deep with guns for Mose Malone Jr.? Why did nigga come outside and beat me up? You know why? Because shit, I played on many basketball teams. I played college basketball. Y'all can look me up. University of Houston, Texas Tech, South Carolina State. I went to the NCAA tournament, was first team all Wack. all MEAC conference, all that. I got drafted in the NBD G League, all that shit. Played overseas in Japan. Played for Kobe Bryant's dad in the Boston in the ABA. All that shit. You guys, any of my teammates, I ain't never got my ass whooped. I've always been the nigga that's been a leader of the team. I've never had my ass whooped. I have no problems with throwing hands. And if any of them niggas if they had a problem, they could have just came outside and got it on. That was it. But why did they come 12, 15 with guns? Because Blunt's a coward and he know I'll whoop his ass. And James Harden's a coward because he know I'll whoop his ass too. I know that bitch ass nigga ain't never been in no fight. All that gay dressing that nigga doing. Weird ass nigga. All that shit he got going on, little baby, all that weird ass shit. I'll beat the brakes off James Harden if he really wanted that action. But he don't want that action. Trust me. Here's the thing. You know, I know y'all are talking about some street shit. That's cool. But I'm going to tell you about the NBA. This is a fraternity. This is a fraternity of players. James Harden could have came and talked to me, hashed this out. I would have probably, hey man, I'm sorry if you took it wrong of what I said. I should have not said that on. This would never been going on. But James wanted to go play street nigga for these niggas because somebody put the battery in his back. In the NBA, there's an unwritten rule. You do not fuck with anybody's family members. You don't do that. There's plenty of people that could have got in touch with me that we both know that play in the league, retired players, executives, head coaches, down the line, that we could have hashed that shit out. But he took it there. Blunt didn't come out there and just do that on his own, because that's how they're trying to make it. Blunt didn't come out there just on his own accord and did that. Blunt came out there because he thought he was getting a check, because that's what he was told. That's why. Blunt know he could be in that prison, fake tough all he wants to. That nigga can't fight. That nigga Blunt is, like I said, 5'8", 300. I'll punish that nigga in a fight. All the niggas he had out there were smaller than me. I mean, Wack, do you know any nigga that's just gonna come fuck with a nigga at 6'5", 250? Not too many. I work out every day too. I don't give a fuck about no nigga. I'm not soft at all. We can get it on the fight. It's very simple. You know, but see, this stereotype that people have over certain kids just because their dad is whoever. My dad didn't raise me like that. Like the shit that Marcus Jordan's doing with Larissa Pimp, I would never do no shit like that. That's against the code. Go fucking with Scotty White. That's crazy to me. There's unwritten rules in the league. There's unwritten rules of things that not to do and how to handle something. And if James Harden, my dad didn't die broke and my dad left me money. Me and James Harden had all the money in this situation. Why did the two niggas at the top meet? Why were the roaches involved? Why were the hyenas involved? Why'd he get them people involved? They didn't have to be involved. Wack, you know what I'm talking about. Niggas get sat down, hash that out, been over with. But them niggas put the battery in the back and they want the money. I'm not even gonna talk about the money them niggas are supposed to get that I know they got took. Like basically what I'm hearing in the streets, Wack, and this is what I've heard, the money that was put up on my head, it never got to the niggas. Because whoever he handed the money to took it, and they know who they are. And I know who they are. I ain't gonna give their name up. Cause I guarantee you 99% they got somebody watching this shit right now. Get somebody listening to this shit right now. Over there about to die.
Well, listen, at the end of the day, this whole thing, all you street niggas fucking with these civilians, right? Know what you're dealing with. All you street niggas understand a lot of these street niggas out here already been telling, they will tell again. Another thing is all these street niggas that got homies in there doing a whole lot of time and feel like they running out of time. Y'all better stay off the phone with them niggas. If you are, keep it very simple with them niggas because they doing third party cooperation as you seen Terrence Williams did to get out of prison. So y'all need to keep your eyes open, your mouth shut, and man, find another motherfucking lane, man. Find the lane because streets is a myth, man.
Hey, Wack, let me tell you something real quick though. Those people, they can't take this type of pressure. Whatever they got going on, they can't take it. Because when the chips fall down, I guarantee you they gonna cop pleas and get to telling. It don't get real until the handcuffs get behind they wrist.
Well, see, from what I'm understanding in that conversation we had yesterday, it's gonna be a big old sweep going on down there in a minute, and the niggas better get ready because they for every 20 niggas they pick up, 5 to 8 of them gonna tell. That's a fact. And them motherfuckers they tell on gonna tell, and they gonna tell. That 20 sweep will lead to anywhere between 50 and 80 arrests by the time they done. So, you know, you niggas better find something else to do. You niggas running around playing super tough. Y'all niggas better look in the mirror and understand that name on the birth certificate. You niggas is playing crash dummies for these niggas. Ask yourself, why won't they go do it? You know what I'm saying? Whatever money they giving you, it ain't even enough, nigga, to give an attorney a motherfucking retainer. So, you know, you niggas better look up. It's a new year and start making some adjustments in your motherfucking life. Shop Incredible Diapers, IncredibleDiapers.com. You know what I'm saying? You know, for your baby's needs. And you on the 100 side of Clubhouse. We got Mose Malone Jr. came and gave us an exclusive. We got Danny Phantom. This is her morning show. Clubhouse TV. We got Clubhouse Shenanigans. We got Ray Gibbs TV. And we got a host of others, right? In the meantime, between time, we about to roll traffic. We got 468 people in here, 4,100 people in the chat. We had a great morning show as always. We appreciate Moses Malone for pulling up. Stunner gonna pull up throughout the day. He just sent me a threat saying, I heard on the internet you said if I want to talk to you, I gotta come to Clubhouse. I said, yeah, the nigga BG done dissed you on the song. You been calling my phone, finding out why I've been doing what I'm doing, and you already know what time it is. If a nigga disrespect you, I'm gonna go at him. At the end of the day, a rat is a rat. So, Stunner, I told you last night, I guess you heard it on YouTube, you want to holler at Wack, pull up on Clubhouse. And the nigga told me, well, I'm going to pull up on you. So, I don't know. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. But when he do pull up, I'm pretty sure it's going to be some fireworks between me and him. And once I let him hear this BG diss, I'm pretty sure he going to have some words to say about old BG, the motherfucking pizza man, Chuck E. Cheese man. But in the meantime, between time, we about to roll traffic. Those of y'all in the goo, beat us over there. Our goo, y'all been lagging. Y'all been letting the floor fill up before the fucking goo, right? I don't like that shit. The floor is a bunch of lazy, privileged motherfuckers. The goo should always beat us to the next motherfucking room, right? So let's start it today. Click that link up top. Anybody want to roll to the next room, continue the conversation, click the motherfucking link up top. We're going to, where the fuck
No
we
No
going?
mercy.
No
mercy.
Go with
mercy.
motherfucking No Mercy, right? Click that link up top. We're gonna roll the traffic. Let's see if the goo filling up. When I get over there, I want to see more in the goo than on stage. Cause these niggas on stage is lazy privileged motherfuckers. No reason why they should beat y'all over there. For real, I
On
know the
stage.
niggas. I know all these green bean niggas, these niggas is lazy privileged, feel like they gonna go when they wanna go. And there's no reason why the fucking floor be deeper than the fucking goo. Cause I know my goo ain't lazy, cause we ain't shit without the motherfucking goo. And that's a fact. You ask Wack who we wanna choose to stay with him. If I gotta pick and choose, I'm gonna say leave my goo with me. All these old lazy motherfuckers, they can go. Fuck these motherfuckers, nigga. I'm riding with the goo. So we out. We hitting the link up top, and we out.
Make sure you
Y'all
click the
heard the
link up
general.
top. You raggedy motherfuckers.
Tap the link. Tap the link. We slide. Thank y'all for coming out to the 100 ENT morning show. You know what I mean? Where you get that exclusive.
Stage clear.
Yo,
All right,
yo.
y'all. We got the.
Yo.
Yo, I was gonna do it. How you gonna jump in on mine?
Hold on. You gonna do clear? I wanted to